going on, everybody? Welcome back. Alex here once again, bringing you guys another reaction / review episode here today. Today, I will be doing a reaction review for something called Woman Hates All Men, and particularly it's supposed to be about a woman who pretty much goes on an aphasia on why she hates all men, and I am very curious to hear about this. I'm very curious to find out why she hates men in general. I'm pretty sure she has some sort of a background story on what happened, but if you guys want to watch the video alongside with me, you guys can go on ahead. The video link will be in the description and comment section below in case you guys want to go on ahead and do so. Several people actually gave me this for personal reasons because they're either trying to get into a relationship or something isn't really working out, so they want, you know, some overall intake, and this seems to be one of the perfect videos to review and go over. So I haven't seen it, I'm about to watch it, so let's begin, shall we?
Hey guys.
How you doing?
You want to know something that I hate more than anything in this world?
Periods. That should be number one.
I hate men. I especially hate the men that say, "Oh, I'm not like the last guy you've been with. I won't hurt you. I won't do that. I won't cheat. I won't lie to you."
So stop going for the same guys.
In all reality, every single man is exactly the same.
So stop going for the same guys.
No one has proved me wrong yet, and I really don't think that anybody will. So when you're telling a girl that you won't do this, you won't do that, you better fucking own up to your word and don't do it.
Yes, ma'am.
I hate that. I hate men, and I hate liars, and I hate cheaters.
Well, salute. Well, I have the perfect solution for you, ma'am. In case you're, you know, wanting to meet a genuine person. Here's some Dragon Balls. You can go on ahead and summon Porunga and wish for a good fucking man. Maybe that'll solve all your problems. But with all seriousness, I will say this, right? First of all, not all men are the same. Every single person who walks the face of the earth is different in their own respects, men and women. I don't mean to critique you, I don't mean to judge you. You look a certain way, you talk a certain way, you probably go about life a certain way. That's who you are as a person. I go about things differently, just like everybody else watching this video goes about certain things differently. So, for you to say that all men are the same, my question to you is, did you try every single man? Because as a woman, that doesn't really show that much self-respect upon yourself, because why would you go on ahead and try man after man after man after man after man, especially with the conclusion of saying all men are the same? So that just goes to show that you were probably with dozens of guys to begin with, because you're going off the assumption that every man's the same. Have you tried me? Have you tried half of the people watching this? Of course not. Now, I'm not judging you. I totally respect your opinion, and I do understand why you think that all men are the same. And to your defense, yes, certain men are the same. There are certain men that go about life that act and have that primal mentality of just, you know, violence and sexual activity and feeding and just going to sleep. A man is pretty basic. It doesn't take a lot to figure out a man. All you have to do is just pretty much get to know him from the inside. His hobbies, his interests, what his goals and ambitions are, what he likes, what he dislikes. That's it. For a female, you have to get to know everything: who she hates, who she dated, what she likes, what her favorite, you know, soap opera is, this, that, and the third. And to a certain extent, that's understandable, but you can't really go about saying that every single person is the same, because every single person walking the face of this earth has a different personality, different characteristics. Some people are taller, some people are shorter, some people like heavy people, some people like petite people, some people like people that have, you know, giant muscles and look like they're on, you know, some sort of, you know, crazy steroid drug. You know, other people love people that are skinnier. I mean, everybody has different tastes, different flavors. Certain people have, you know, terrible grammar. Certain people have high IQs. Like, some people are dumb, some people are smart. Everybody's different. You know, men in general, they're different. Now, of course, men, I believe at least, are more sexually active than women. Now, that could be a debate. The only reason why I say that, of course, is because of testosterone. When men go to the gym and they drink protein and take all these intakes, it boosts up, you know, their testosterone rates, and they begin to, you know, feel all these sensations, and they have, you know, needs and desires, of course. For a woman, it's genuinely different. But I totally disagree with your statement saying that all men are the same, because quite frankly, there are so many people out there with so many different talents and personalities and stuff that you can't really narrow it down for it to be one category to it being the same, you know? And it's just really unfair. And I completely understand where you're coming from, because I'm pretty sure that you were at one point, you know, used and abused by a man. And, you know, you're a very good-looking woman. You know, not all people are going to agree with that. They might say, oh, well, she has all these tattoos, she might be so skinny, she might this and that. I think, through my personal point of view, that you are a very attractive woman. You are a very gorgeous woman, and men see that and they tend to take advantage of that. They say to themselves, yo, she's bad, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna smash, I'm gonna bring her to the room, blah, blah, blah. And they don't really get to know you for who you are as a person. Now, granted, just because you're good looking, people, just because you're good looking, or just because you see someone who's good looking, doesn't necessarily mean that they have a good heart, that they have good intentions. I've come across plenty of good looking women that pretty much, you know, just broke my heart in the end, because as good looking as they were on the outside, they were so filthy on the inside. And for me, for example, I've been through so much with women. Literally. I've been to a point where I was rejected, I was cheated on, I was used for money, I was used for attention, I was used for my time just being there comforting them. I remember I was led on to believe certain things that weren't even true. I was, you know, I remember there was a point where I was talking to a girl and she, you know, fed me all this bullshit, and it turns out she was seeing her ex-boyfriend, and then, you know, the whole time that I was talking to her, she ended up getting pregnant with him. So, as a man, I've come to the conclusion that there are men that are far worse than me. Far worse than me. But I've also come to the conclusion that there are men that are better than me. And that's what everybody has to come to the conclusion of. As a male and female, there are people out there that are far worse than you in terms of many respects. And at the same time, there are people out there that are way better than you in terms of IQ, in terms of, you know, talent. As a person, you just have to accept your position in life. You can't go around saying, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, because you're a man, and just because you have a swinging ding-a-ling, you're going to break my heart. You can't just go about that, because what if you meet someone and you're not giving them the time of day, but they turn out to be the person that make you feel the way you want to feel. They turn out to be the Prince Charming that want to give you everything in life, you know, that want to make you genuinely happy. So, I don't know, I think that life is all about chances. If you don't give someone a chance, you're never going to find out the outcome of that situation. That's why I believe that every single person deserves at least one chance. Just one chance. I mean, how much would it take for somebody to fuck up that one chance? It takes a lot, right? Certain women make that mistake of giving the wrong person many chances. I've learned as a person, I've come to the point where I was taught to respect women, to admire women for what they do. I myself, I don't have any brothers, I don't have a father, I don't have any family. That's just me. I was raised by a woman. I only have a mom. So learning how to grow up to be a man was very hard. I had to learn how to grow up and be a man in essence through the streets. And I'm from Ridgewood, New York. I'm borderline Bushwick. I'm Queens and Brooklyn. Alright? And growing up in the early 2000s with all these gang members around here, it was very hard. I saw through my eyes the perception of a man. And am I going to sit here and say that I'm a saint? Hell no. I've done many horrible things to women. I lied to women before. I remember I used a couple of them. I've never cheated because I was never in a situation where I felt like I needed to do it. But I did lead women on sometimes. But those were during my early days. 16, 17, 18, 19. But through that, I've learned that it can always come back to you. Karma in essence. And it's made me a better person because I wouldn't necessarily want to hurt someone in that way because I know how it feels. But for you personally, you have to accept the fact that I understand that you've been hurt before, and I understand that you probably have been through a whole lot of stuff, but just because one person or several people ruined your past doesn't mean it has to affect your future. Why are you going to continuously drag your luggage from the past and bring it into your future? you're only going to be denying yourself of happiness. And for me personally, I just think that for you to just say what you said, I mean, it's an opinion. Opinions are like assholes, everybody. Everyone has one and it stinks, right? But I totally disagree with what she said. I mean, she probably said it out of anger, out of spite, because something just may have happened recently. But I wouldn't say like that all men are the same. I would say if you categorize certain men from certain, neighborhoods, from certain environments, then yes, I would say that specific group of men may be the same in terms of mentality. For example, right? I live in the ghetto. There are certain people that I know that comes amongst each other and they hang out and whatnot, and their mentality is always fuck bitches, get money, smash all day, go to the club, she's a thotty, it's just everything's the same. So I know those group of people, but then I also know another group of men that genuinely want to find a wifey, that want to find a girl to just be with and enjoy the comforts of life with. Go out on a boardwalk, go play video games, movies, MMA, wrestling, basketball, baseball, football, hockey, ice skating, whatever. I know those type of guys. And some of them are very shy into approaching a woman because they don't know their perception. I'll say it, I'll flat out say it. I'm sorry for this, man. My friend Omar, awesome kid. Very different mentality than, some other people that I know. He wants to be a pilot. He's not the type of person to go out to any club and do anything crazy because he's a very humble kid. He's often afraid to approach a woman because of their perception on men. Because just because he's a guy, they might think, oh, he just wants to use me for sex. It shouldn't be like that at all. As I said earlier, you give that person one chance. One chance. If they fuck it up, that gives you every reason in the world to leave. Some people just don't find that reason to leave, and it can affect them in so many different ways. But as I said, I mean, the person who made this video, she's a very good looking woman, and I'm pretty sure guys definitely used her looks to, their advantage. Probably thinking, yeah, I'm a good looking dude, I got abs, I got muscles, you know what I'm saying? I'll go over there, I'll spit a little bit of game, I'll smash, and that's it. And it probably worked. And it's painful, I understand that, because you feel like a piece of meat, you feel like a piece of shit, and you don't feel appreciated. So I understand that. And to all my guys out there, man, you have to understand the fact that when you go about these situations, just know that you are changing the perception of women on how they look at men. And that's not a good thing at all, man. You don't want, to have a daughter and have your daughter go through what you're putting some of these women through. It's horrible, man. It just is. Just imagine if that was your mother. And your mother was seeing somebody and you're doing your business, you come to find out your mother was just being used and fucked by these people, and it's heartbreaking, you know what I'm saying? And for women out there, I would say don't take every man for granted, because every man does have something to offer. Not everybody is going to offer so much and bring so much to the table as you would want it to, but then there are people that would give you their life just to see you happy. I wouldn't advise to open up the legs anytime soon to any man, because when you begin to engage in sexual activity, you kind of give the man power in a way, because they become addicted to it, and depending on how it's used, they can hit it and quit it one time and leave forever, or they can hit it and quit it and be with you for the rest of your life. I would just say for women, give the guy a chance and just test the waters, test the fields, test the guy to see if he's the one. I wouldn't say put him through torture, but just allow him to understand that you need time to get to know them, to build the foundation of the relationship, and see where it goes from there. If nothing comes out of it, at least the foundation was there. You can just tear it apart and start fresh, rather than building a foundation to a relationship and then going through all this stuff and then just to come to find out he was seeing somebody else or whatnot. I mean, I can literally get into this for days, and I can keep on and on and on with this, but it's such an interesting subject. But as I said, I don't agree with what she said. I understand where she's coming from, But I don't know. It's very weird. I mean, especially with how society just goes about certain things these days. It's very sad. I would say social influence definitely corrupts youth, and it can just cause mayhem within relationships. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this woman's statement, about the video. If you guys agree with her, let me know why. If you guys disagree with her, let me know why. I want to hear some of your personal relationship stories. If any of you guys, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been through some shit, both male and female. If you guys have been through some stuff, let me know. I want to read some of these stories, because hopefully, if you guys want me to, just let me know. I will tell you guys some of my stories. And my stories are very, very brutal and very sad. And I don't tell that to anybody, but I will share it with you guys. But let me know what you guys think of your stories, and, you know, just overall sharing your opinion about what happened to you in the comment section below, because maybe someone out there, someone out there can relate to your story, and, you know, can ultimately help them. So once again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the reaction review, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.